Hello and welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War Legends, a series which is going to coexist along with our Army Men of War series, but where we can go back in time, we can focus on characterization of some of the heroes, and some of you guys as well from the Discord, the comment section, come up with your own character, as you never know, we might feature it in their very own episode. So today's episode is going to be focused back in the human dimension. So if you guys remember all the way back in season 1, during the reign of General Tannenberg for the Tans, Queen Azulia for the Blues, yeah, and all of those leaders. You had Baron von Krasny for the Reds. We came up with all kinds of cool names. And can't forget Commander Green. So these guys right here have been made by Nirocs. And this map has also been made by a member of my development team called Nirocs. And look, it is amazing. This map's really cool. He's really good at map making. And we've even got some little Jenga bunkers. Look, these look super epic. So today's mission, anyway, is going to be the Blues are going to be defending this Fidget Spinner right here. So at the time of this part of the story, it would have been around when Tannenberg, the evil Tan leader, was pushed back by the RGB coalition, and there was a huge plastic drought throughout the Great Separation, which was the giant park. So the Blues have stumbled across this very valuable Fidget Spinner right here. They want to melt it down, but the Tans have also caught wind of the plastic as well, and they're like, ooh, plastic, let's go and get us a nice Fidget Spinner. This was during the time when Fidget Spinners were popular. I mean, they're not as popular now, but, you know, the Plastic Army men were absolutely crazy about them, do you know what I mean? So the Blues are going to be defending this Fidget Spinner, like I say. The Tans are going to be advancing in heavy numbers, and we're going to be focusing on one main character, which is going to come to the rescue of the Blues, which is going to be one Staff Sergeant Scott Greendale, a character from the Discord. So huge shout out to whoever came up with that character. Surely you'll be getting a promotion in the Discord now. Like I say, do join the Discord. Go check out mightymapper123.com/armymen if you want to take part in the series. There's links to the Discord. You can watch my videos, and there's even a secret riddle on somewhere on that website where you guys can get some free credits or something like a prize on my Discord server. So be sure to go and find that. Every time it gets found, I'm going to make the riddle harder. So nobody's found it yet, so go ahead, go onto my website and go and find it. So anyway, we're going to start this battle now, and we're going to see how this one plays out. So this is super epic. Like I say, huge shout out to Nirocs. What's going on over there? So I have no idea what's going to happen in this battle. All that I know is that the Blues are getting attacked from the tree line now. That we need to protect this Fidget Spinner. This is our Fidget Spinner, not the Tans. We've got all the cool new old guns now. We've got the what is that? That is the Lewis machine gun, and we have with them the M14. We also have, is that it? I think we've also got the, where is it? No, they've not got one. I'm looking for the Lee Enfield Mark II as well. There it is. There's the famous Lee Enfield. I've missed these skins. They were a lot worse graphics during Season 1, but yeah, now they're a lot better because we've remastered it. Who knows, maybe one day we might even remaster the whole series. What do you guys think? I can't see any Tans. There we go. There we go. We can see the Tans now. These are Imperial Tans. They're under the command of General Tannenberg. We're going back in time for this video. This may or may not have happened. It's up to you guys. I think it probably would have happened, to be honest. This is more of a diary from one of the soldiers, or maybe a couple of the soldiers. In this particular one, it's the Blues and the Greens that we're going to be looking at for the main characters in this series. But we might pick a Tan next time, or we might pick a different colour as well, like the Reds. Or the Greys. The Greys were also around at this point in time as well. Do you remember Field Marshal Greyburn? These are all some nostalgic characters now. This series has been going on for so long now that it actually holds a nostalgic value. What are we doing over here? There's no attack coming from over here. So we know that the Tans are only coming from that direction over there, which means we have all of this room to maneuver. We have a mortar. We're going to keep pumping that plastic from that Fidget Spinner right there. it's just ironic how we're going back in time to when fidget spinners were popular. That is literally when I was pumping out videos. Blues are doing really well. Look, you can even see the, what is that, the Blue Expeditionary Force right there. And these would have been under the command of Azulia, I believe. Just have a look through that little hole right there. You can see them up to no good. I make a good thumbnail actually. Sorry, when you heard me pause right there, I was throwing a wallet at my dog. Not hard, just tapping him with it, because he's snoring in the background. Do you know what, it'd be funny if you guys can pick it up in the audio. Hopefully you won't. There's a lot of Tans. Oh look, they're sneaking. They've managed to take out this Jenga bunker, nearly. Oh look, he's hiding. It's because he's like, I'm blue. No, okay, it doesn't match the shadow. He thought he matched the shadow, but he doesn't. Uh-oh. Tans are actually making their way through these trench-like river things. Oh, here comes the greens. I wonder if we can spot our leader. Where is our main character for this video? Unless he's just one of the soldiers. I think he's just one of the soldiers. Believe it or not, I forgot to ask Nirocs which one that Staff Sergeant Scott Greendale is. That probably would have been an important factor of this mission. Who cares? We're just going to enjoy the battle. He's got to be one of them, right? Oh, Joe, it actually makes for a better battle, not knowing which one he is. Because if he dies, we won't know or not. Oh, look, we've got the famous BAR, the Browning automatic rifle. Or we're going to call it the GAR, the green automatic rifle. And then we've got the G1 Grand. And then we've got the Thompson G1A1. They're like, the greens are here! How does that mortar shoot? It's just plastic on the top. Oh, never mind. It's like, it's a trick to the trade. I'll tell you one day. No, it's like, if I tell you, I will have to kill you. Okay, so we're actually pushing the Tans back now. The greens have got a foothold where the Tans were just 5 minutes ago. Or 2 minutes ago, should I say. Push them back into the grass line. It reminds me of Vietnam all over again. Whoa, there's a lot of Tans over there. Oh, look at this for a shootout. They're using the pencils as cover. The Blues are still holding. They're like, this is our fidget spinner. You are not taking it from us. The Tans are like, bring in more troops. We'll flank them on the left. Captain Tanner. Moving up right there, look. This is him. He's charging. He's dodging bullets. There's like 4 guys shooting at him. It's like, where are you going, you cowards? Mobilise on me. He's like, I'm coming, sir. This is not a good day for the Tans. Like I say, I have no idea how this battle is scripted. This is made by somebody else. This is like the first video in ages that we've done where I didn't make the map. This was one of my team, like I say. Nirocs, big shout out to you, dude. He is the creator of this new inaccuracy mod. Some people say it's too inaccurate, but I think it's perfect. I think it just makes for a bigger battle, a more interesting battle. Because if I press this button, look, you can still see it works up. There's still a lot of dead. Tell me in the comments, do you like the new mod, the inaccuracy mod? If you do, I will leave a link to the Galaxy at War version in the description, so you guys can go and say thank you to Nirocs for this mod. Or just go and download it. But his version's for Star Wars, I think. Whereas we've like tweaked it and made it for Army now. But I'm pretty sure you can make it compatible with any mod. Oh look, it's the battle for the hot gates. Here's the famous 300 Leonidas at the front. I wonder where Xerxes is. Xerxes is the dude on the mortar, yes. And this is his chariot right here, look. And this right here is a fidget spinner. It can't be anything else because It is what it is, and I don't know what I'm saying right now. So this fight is getting epic. We've got a full platoon of Tans on the right. They look like conscripts to me. This was some time ago now, during the colonial wars. We've got the TG-44 right there. We've got the Tauser 48K. And I'm pretty sure we've got the TP-40 somewhere up in here as well. See a sniper. We've got the tan version of the Vasily Zaitsev right there. Picking his shots wisely. Waiting for an explosion. Oh, mind you, oh, there we go. That was the explosion he was waiting for. The second that went off, a blue lost his head. And a wife lost her husband. And a son lost his father. And a grandson lost his grandfather. I don't know. In fact, they're all old, aren't they? In our lore, plastics actually live for like 1,000, 2,000 years sometimes. It all depends on how long the plastic can last and the quality of life as well. There we go. The Greens making their full push. I still don't know which one was Mr. Scott Greendale, but I suppose he is only a staff sergeant, so he's not going to stand out. That might be him, you know, because he's holding a Thompson, and the Thompson was tend to be given to the squad leader or the guy in charge, right? John, we're just going to say that is him. That is definitely Scott Greendale right there. Will he survive the battle? Pause the video right here. Tell me yes or no. It'll be interesting to see if he does or not. Some real value to the characters. He's coordinating his forces, look. I think he only had a platoon of men. I am just going to go over them and make sure that there is no special characters right here. I don't think there is. I think that's got to be him. He's the only one with the Thompson that I'm seeing, you see. That is got to be him, yeah. That's Scott Greendale right there. Staff Sergeant Scott Greendale. The Tans are now being pushed back. Exchanging fire still, though. There's bullets whizzing through the air. The Greens are celebrating. We can hear them cheering. The Blues just aren't phased. Look, we did lose a lot of Blues in the centre there, though. 3 dead guys right there. A huge amount of Tans, all in the brush, look. All on the left, all on the right. The RGB coalition would have secured this Fidget Spinner by the looks of it. Like I say, these are skirmishes, they are legends, because this is not Army Men of War the series. This is the past, present, and maybe even the future in some videos as well. We might go like way into the future. Look at it from a granddad's perspective. Do you know that scene from Saving Private Ryan where he walks up to the grave? And he's just like, then it goes back in time. That would make an epic cinematic, right? That's something that I'm planning in my head right now. Getting all nostalgic, just thinking about it. Oh, do you remember when all the Tans owned this little canyon part right here? And now the Greens own it. He's like, no, you killed Jimmy. God damn you. Right, let's see if we can find out. Right, there he is. Staff Sergeant Scott Greendale right there. I believe that's him. I think that is him, you know. He's like the only guy that I've really seen with a Thompson, so I can't see anything. There's just bullets coming out of the brush. Let's go into the brush. Let's do this. Oh, hold your nose. Why am I saying hold your nose? It's grass. It's not water. Alright. I'm not seeing any Tans down here now. Oh, no, he's dead. They're all dead. The Greens and the Blues have done it, I think. This is definitely a sure win. Look at all the casualties. Let's get a slow pan right here. I want to see some propaganda for this exact battle. But do make it black and white, because this would have already happened just like years and years and years ago. I can't really put a time on it because we do write this law as it goes. You guys write it with me. But the battle for the fidget spinner is now over nearly. Fidget spinners were really cool. Do you remember these things? I mean, I think I still have like 3 or 4 just around my house somewhere. I think there's one in my drawer. Gotta admit, they were quite addictive, but they were also annoying. They were literally everywhere. There we go, we've done it. We've done it. We're pinned down the Tans, right, they're right on the edge. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to flank them. Oh, we've got more Tans. Right, flank around this way. We're just going to bring them around here. This is all I'm going to do for this part. Some of you guys, if I actually bring the men towards each other, they might be able to meet up for a counter-attack. That's kind of what I want. So I'm hoping if they all mass up in one group, they might be able to launch an assault just by themselves, because they'll believe that they've got more troops than the enemy have. Let's see if that works. So, Captain Tanner, he's over here, look, somewhere. No, he's not. Captain Tanner's dead. He must have died over there somewhere. But, yeah, they're all going to rendezvous here now. They're coming through the tree line. Yep, there they come. Hopefully they'll have enough men now to advance. This is some gunfight. Do you know what? We're going to do this. Now we've got a nice amount of troops. They've all regrouped. We're going to charge. Do it. You got this. Counter-attack. Just sneak them through. We might be able to do it. Just going to tell them to do that themselves. They're not listening to me. They're like, nope, Mighty Mapper, we're not listening to you this time. Every time you tell us to do something, we die. Right, I'm just going to blow them. Okay, it didn't work. Okay, I am your god. Move forward. Rush them. I'm just going to rush them in. The counter-attack's not working, sir. Quick, try something new. I've got a rock, sir. Should I throw it at him? Yes, throw the rock. It's actually not a rock, sir. It's a grenade. I remember what it's called now. Go, throw it. Good shot, sir. He's down. I've got another rock. Grenade, I mean, not rock. Stop calling them rocks, Private. You know what they are. Throw it. Throws it. Oh, dodge the bullets. Dodge the bullets. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Poor Private got killed. My fault. He's going a bit too cocky there. Go on, push forward. Charge the green lines. Put pressure on them. Use the cover of the trees. So screw this, we need to retreat. Report back to General Tannenberg. Captain T. Marshall is right there, look. That's what we're calling him. In fact, no, that's not. That's Corporal T. Marshall. Now he's the commanding officer. All the other commanding officers have been killed. There we go. So this is a win for the Blues and the Greens. These guys won't want it anymore, look. They're going to retreat from the battle. So remember this for a future video. We could do something else with them maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 men. 12 soldiers survived this fight. We're going to delete them and retreat them out the map now. There we go. What a battle though, that was epic. So again, huge shout out to Nirocs and the rest of my development team. You guys are doing awesome lately. We're actually on a roll. We're keeping ahead with our videos. Like I say, if you want to get involved with the series, be sure to go to my website. Also try and solve the riddle as well, and you get a reward in the Discord. And yeah, check out my Patreon as well. I do need more Patreons to try and keep this channel alive. I don't earn a lot of ad revenue, and I really like if you guys will come over, get some exclusive rewards for helping me keep this channel a financial thing. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. But yeah, Patreon link is in the description as well. So what have I covered? Website, Patreon, and merch. If you want to cop some merch, link is in the description. I'm just going to keep saying link is in the description. So anyway, be sure to smash that like button and also drop a bomb on that subscribe button. I do hope you enjoyed this video. Another episode of Army Men of War Legends, number 2, I think. And I will see you all in the next one. I think is Scott Mr. Scott still alive? I'm just going to find him quick. There he is. I found him. He survived. He did it, boys. Now he's going to go and take the fidget spinner. The greens and the blues get to keep the fidget spinner. I'll see you all in the next one.